Hello, and welcome to Adventures in Lollygagging. I am running Hardwired Ireland for everybody today. We've got Jeff, Melissa, Alex, and Maitre, and for some reason, Derek decided to take a vacation and have fun. And who does that? We all know that we're millennials and need to work into the grind set and never be able to afford anything. That's our life.
And I mean, really, what's better than like vacationing in the hive with all of us and like spray painting and stuff?
Congratulations on being so much better than all of us, Derek.
Retirement at 65, more like I'll work till I'm dead.
Yeah. I mean, he is the only one I think that has worn a colander on his head for this game. So, you know, there's different life choices going on here.
That was a hard turn into Colander land. I had forgotten about that. Colander with the flashlight, like the whole combo going on.
Yes. All right. And yeah, so we're Hardwired Island. We have our party is currently on the sort of the top 10 to 20 layers of one of the towers. And are we all ready to get our fun? I'm just like hyping myself up because I'm gonna have to do more Max Babylon, and I did some Reddit dives into it, so I'm trying to like delay because some of the stuff that I'm about to say is very counter to me and very brutal. So I'm going to apologize.
Well, I mean, Kipser, like it's been a while since we heard your Max Babylon.
Literally last week.
But it's been a while.
It's been a while. Oh no, damn you.
I had to double dip to
It hasn't been a
while. No, stop it. I forgot.
I think it's also been a while.
You clearly aren't looking at chat because Jeff has dropped like 6 of them so far.
I have not been looking at chat. Oh no, why is there so much the lollygagger in here? Oh no, Jeff.
Just talking to the families.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've talked to them.
Oh god damn you all. The whole session. I'm going to like really exuberant Max Babylon all over you guys, and it is going to be terrible what he says.
Oh no, such a threat.
It's been a while since anyone's exuberanted all over me like that.
That is a huge
I don't care how that sounds.
It's not great. I went not great, and then you really doubled down.
And all that shit seems to disappear when, you know, we're with you.
Okay, if I could mute you all, it would be really good right now.
We need a counter for how many times we said it's been a
while. We don't.
Just make it a drinking game.
Oh no.
You get drunk by like 10 minutes.
Dear. Oh my god.
So it's
been a while since we've done one of those.
It's been a while since
I'm so good at doing games.
This is going to be today, and this is going to be terrible. Yeah.
Well, it's been a while since we had a terrible session, so that's
I will disconnect.
You said you wanted to procrastinate.
It's too easy.
I regret procrastinating. All right, you guys see a small leaf pop out of the ground and then quickly grow into a tiny trunk that is about a foot tall, and a large orn grows next to the leaf, causing the plant to bend over and create the simulum of a circle. The word "nourish your home with Verd" curls around the outside and Verd Solutions across the bottom. A man in a green suit steps into frame with a wide, perfect smile. Verd is here to provide for all your nutritional needs in the most delicious way. We grow everything here in the hive with natural light and our innovative hydroponic system. We hope everyone enjoys their well-balanced work meals provided by your company, and that you can take us home with you. Then the screen goes black as you realize some of Max Babylon's signal has hijacked the hive once more. His subscriber glasses flashes as he leans into his microphone and proclaims, "Carbon monoxide? Dude, we all need to go back to school. You don't need to worry about CO if you're near a fire in open space. Carbon monoxide, radiant heat, and particulates are all just scare tactics that get us to mask up unnecessarily. What BS is all this? Hemoglobins in your blood isn't a fiction for CO2 200 times higher than oxygen? Bullshit. Our bodies have spent generations breathing oxygen. We don't need other weird chemicals because they'll just naturally not enter our body. Like how vaccines are resurrecting old diseases, since if you look back in history, you can see every outbreak started in the most vaccinated populations. And obviously, none of these sad arguments will matter once AIs really take over and we can just upload ourselves into the mainframe. Survive, my tray. I believe in you. Anyway, let's take a break from science and talk about entertainment. Those Team Sparkle Doom Crisis, exclamation mark, exclamation, chumps have been causing chaos, apparently. They have a robot who's terminally online or something called D3, who created a media campaign against Keepa manufacturing so that the residents of the Hive thought Keepa was going to bring in military to enforce garbage cleanup. Like they would only stop at military if they were actually doing this. Come on, guys. This allowed them to manage and commandeer a golf cart of all things for driving up the ascending spiral roads around the stores of the Hive, and a large spout of water that the GM definitely forgot to mention from a magnificent fountain in the center of the spiral that sprayed all the way up to the top floor, called the Sunrise Well, is also in there, by the way. Totally didn't forget to mention that last time. During their trip, they had to deal with the protesters that they set up against Keepa while those cranks were wearing Keepa uniforms. I definitely lolled at them. Once they got away, I tried to harass them with some advert drones, but their brute apparently damaged them. So rude. After they did get to the office layer and had the excellent idea to ask the GM who works with HVAC systems what HVAC systems look like in the Hive, they found out that the Arcology Tower have implemented half floors that are hidden beyond nondescript doors, similar to what one would find in a hospital to keep, this is real stuff that we're now talking about, in hospitals keep everything sterile and clean while providing a comfortable envelope of temperature and pressure. The more you know. I might have to start modeling with these lollygaggers so we can prank them and have some fun. We'll see if we can like mess them up a little bit more in person. If you want to see this, and make sure to subscribe and join the Maximilian Singularis group as a voice, and he keeps going. As the voice finally fades, we turned to our party, having just opened this aforementioned door to the space between the floors and easily discreet access to up and down the office layers. They hear footsteps on a walkway above them as they look up at a grated ceiling between these kind of like little layers. A nice small staircase just to the right of them. So you have the access to the HVAC systems, the physical systems, but you do have the issue of not being alone. So what is the party doing? Oh, side note, as you guys kind of enter there, D3 seems to suddenly stop and power down and need to nap in a corner. The end. Anyway, what are you guys doing now? So you have the door open. Melissa has unlocked it with her new lock kit. You hear some footsteps above.
You know what we're going to do? We're not going to do anything in the game because we're going to welcome Dead Aussie Gamer and everyone for coming in on that raid. Welcome in.
Welcome, welcome.
Hey,
Hardwired Island is an Australian game studio.
The more you know.
The more you know. We do a lot of, there's a big bulk of conspiracy BS in here, and then I had to add a bunch of real HVAC facts. So, you know.
Got to balance some things out. Yeah. Yeah. So I think now that we've opened this, we like, I think it would be like pretty cool if we like just got up there like pretty quick.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Mm.
Wanna
So-
give me a boost?
As a reminder, you guys are currently probably about floor, if there's 150 floors, you guys are probably on about floor 130. So there's 20 floors up, and these HVAC corridors, looking like carefully peering up, you guys can see that they do go up that far. This layer seems to be specially enveloped and allow access to different floors, though it does quite obviously appear guarded with the fellows walking above you. And you do know, you found out before entering with your prep work that the apiary private offices are level 7, but the corporate clients for apiary are level 6. So you have a few options here. And then there's a bunch of other stuff on above levels and below levels that I can answer because Kowboi Frezh here would know some of that.
I would know.
So 6 or 7, it sounds like, was going to be, I think, our priorities, maybe.
Yeah.
Why don't we do 6 first? Because after we finish, we're probably gonna need to hightail it. So
Works for me. Sounds like a good plan.
All right. So first off, you guys need to get past the guards that are on the inside. There is an increased guard presence as you start to go up, and you see then there are more and more people above you as you go up. So they're also clearly using this liminal space to get between floors without disturbing the office workers.
Does it look like they're looking for us, or does it just look like, you know, just standard, like they're moving from one place to another?
Roll me a clever, please. This DC like 7. You have to
Okay.
roll like 1-1 to fail this.
Okay, here we go. That's an 11. This game just really... Actually, no, that's not true. This is a 13.
Oh.
Good gosh.
Um,
I roll really well in this game. I don't understand.
yeah, I can just ask for a roll and I'll know you guys pass. You kind of looking around and peeking out, they're not on their walkies, they're not talking about looking for people. They seem purely to be there as standard security. And with the 13, you actually notice not the Keepa symbols anymore. You're not seeing Keepa across the front, you're not seeing a K on the side of their arms. Instead, you are seeing an A and apiary across the top of it.
Okay, so be like, maybe we can just like lay low and let them just like fly right by, you know, just like hide or something. They'll just go away and we just like, you know, move up under, you know.
I think that sounds like a great idea. I think we just
We
hide.
just like stealthy Magoo and that's that.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
What? The hell just happened?
You remember you have a 4th player.
Oh. How big D go? Ugh.
So this is going to be a stealth challenge, essentially. And the nice thing about these is you can choose one member to lead it who is the stealthiest. So Melissa, as the stealth
Hell
character, I
yes.
presume you're getting chosen.
thank fucking Christ.
And I will ask, actually, do you guys, because you still have about 20 floors and you can access them, would you be wearing your rollerblades, or do you think you would be going up with just sneakers?
Blading it up, bruh.
Blading it up?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody in with rollerblades? Or we gonna vote for some sneakers?
Sweet
my
would have
thing
sneakers.
said that
Sweet
we
likes
have,
the
sorry, Mel.
I was just going to say that Sweet would have sneakers for stealthing. Like, this is a
Okay.
thing that she's good at, and so she would know that sneakers are quieter.
I have on my sheet that I'm wearing like a janitorial or like maintenance uniform. So I'd be wearing whatever footwear is associated with that. So I guess sneakers.
Not rollerblades.
So you
Yeah.
guys are.
I think we all have something on.
Yeah, you
Right?
guys
Don't we
all
all have
have,
something?
Keepa uniforms, and we're going for the maintenance angle. So
Thank
you
you. Thank
do
you.
appear to have that, but you do also appear to be in an apiary security zone. So as an FYI. Now, for a group sneaking, you're all wearing sneakers. Sorry, Alex, you've been outvoted.
That's all right.
Melissa, if you want to roll me a standard self, it is the 2d6 plus clever or quick and any other specialties you feel. And then your DC, this one is a... yeah, so that is going to be 7 plus 5 for a 12. They're not active right now, but it is a high security area.
Eek.
Now, let's remember prep. Prep prep would allow you to boost a roll if you need to. And you can, let me see here. Getting into fights. Spending prep. So you can use your prep to boost your roll to negate, no, you don't need disadvantage. Or use a flashback if you would like to instead say how you succeeded and spend prep to just kind of pass with a flashback. Narrative
and-
moment.
You should use a group prep for this because this is a group activity.
Did Kipso, did you say it was 11?
It's 7 plus 5 for 12.
12. Okay. All right. Then I will spend. So I think we're down from 5 to 4 for the group prep.
Okay. Then yes. Yeah, it would be to, if are you going to boost the roll, or are you going to use a flashback?
I think I'm going to boost the roll.
Boosting the roll is 2 prep points, and that'll give you an additional d6.
And that is exactly what I
And
needed.
The audience can help out, because if you get 3 audience points, you can do an additional prep point. 3 for 1. That's the sale today.
Ooh, awesome.
Wow.
So
Good
did you take
to know.
both from the group prep? I'm just giving tally.
Just 1.
Okay.
All right. But it sounds like with that boost, you did succeed. So
I did.
you
Yeah.
guys kind of taking Sweet's lead, maybe scuttling into any corner that she dekes into as she starts to make her way up, her sort of soft-soled sneakers allowing her to step very lightly on this graded sort of stairway and catwalk above as you slowly start to make your way up. Every now and again, you guys have to pause and stop as the security guard starts to patrol through the area, coming out one door on one side and going in the other. Clearly, this spans the entire sort of side of the thing. And every now and again, you make it to these other doors that when you peek inside, it's sort of a squashed 5 foot tall sort of room, and you can see and hear the hum of machinery and the sort of the piping of heating and cooling happening beside you. Not interesting to everybody as you close those doors and keep going up, but you know, they exist. It's important for your buildings to have a proper HVAC system.
I gotta say, it's fucking wild that both of the Canadian women on the stream have like extensive HVAC professional experience. Because I used to work with a thermostat company and worked a lot with HVAC as well back like.
Oh man,
few
this stream
years
is
back.
just going to turn into like HVAC nerdery.
Yeah.
You guys are ready to learn about the HVAC control systems in your
Yeah,
apartment
we'll
buildings
start
and
with T-wires
offices?
and go up.
Yeah. You guys want to talk about MSTP
And
and
if you're an
backnet
HVAC
standards?
company and you would like to sponsor our show, go ahead and just reach out to me at Adventures in Lollygagging. Take care of
Oh my
this.
god.
All right,
Suddenly
sorry,
Train
sorry.
calls us. It's like, hey, you ever talk about HVAC?
Yo, I used
Let me
to
tell you about the new
work
train
with
model.
Yeah. Oh, Train is a terrible company. Don't actually buy Train HVAC solutions because they don't make
Unless they
that-
sponsor us.
Unless
And
they
then
sponsor
they're
us.
Then
expensive.
they're
Unless it's
mean.
That's
great. Let's not-
We're-
we're
neutral.
Cut that.
Their implementation of the ASHRAE standard is terrible. Anyway, we can do better. We can do Johnson or Siemens or Delta or even anyway.
Even
so-
Honeywell. You know, actually.
We get Delta to do our Delta Green episode.
We
Oh.
could. We
Honeywell.
could.
Honeywell's right
Oh.
on our corners too. It's gonna
They
be
are
there.
Honeywell's everywhere. Honeywell is very big. So anyway, you guys sneak up with Melissa's awesome roll, and you guys were heading to floor 7. So it takes you maybe
No.
a little bit of time.
We were headed for
6?
floor 6, I think.
I
6.
thought
6.
floor 6, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the corporate clients, absolutely. So as you guys sneak in and all the way up, you enter into this sort of private office area as you wait for a guard to go by and zip in. The lighting here is bright and intense, as there are almost no shadows in this area. You're seeing sort of these glass walls everywhere, and you can see sort of on the far side, there's a Verd Solutions area. And then a little bit further on, you see Keepa Studios. And then on the other side, even further away, there's only about 3 offices here, and they are quite large in appearance. Like, they take up most of the floors each, or a third of the floors, one we might even say, because I'm about to give you a third one. And the last one you see, there appears to be 2 armed guards on either side of, instead of a glass, a metal door. And this is shocking to you, having grown up in Grand Cross. Seeing people with proper armor and projectile weapons, guns, is a rarity. You don't really want to shoot holes through the space station kind of thing.
And so Sweet will kind of put up her hand to everybody. They have actual weapons. Rad, but bad for us.
Wait,
Oh,
like
no.
that can kill us and everything?
Yeah.
Well, that's not cool.
No.
We should not get shot by them. Yeah. Oh, I got an idea. We can get Big D and just hold him up like a shield. Just be like,
Oh, yeah.
and charge at him. And they can just and then I can
really
repair
good
him
idea.
later. It'll be fine.
Can't we use him as a battering ram as well? To knock down that metal door
Oh.
with
Oh,
his metal
definitely.
head?
That's an excellent
Totally.
idea.
Only he wasn't
Melissa,
covered
as
in all this
you
shit right
look
now.
down
Oh.
the 13 stories you've just gone up, D3's body seems to have moved. For some reason, it appears to have gone home on its
Damn
own.
it.
What is this? What is this?
no
Well,
using missing PC players as battering rams.
What if we create a distraction, right? And we get the
Yeah.
guards away, and then we can go where they were guarding. Yeah.
Yeah. Like a squirrel or something
Captain
shiny?
Frezh, do you think you could do another one of those hologram things?
I think I can. And I believe I can do
Before we
a-
get too deep on this, who has the highest intelligence out of the 4 of you?
Okay.
The highest clever?
Cowboy,
Guessing
I
it's
think.
Clever.
not blood
highest,
red.
highest clever. I got 10.
That's your defense.
Well,
Oh, that's my.
Then
Oh, I
I
got
have plus 2.
+3. I have
Yeah,
plus
I
Plus
have
3? Okay.
okay, I have +2.
Plus 3 is the most then.
That makes sense. Cowboy Fresh, would you please roll me a clever? And I will give you an advantage on this because you are from the hive.
Hell yes.
Sweet.
What? He's from the Hive? Get him.
Recently
Okay.
escapee of the hive.
So I got a 4 and a 5 plus my clever. That is a +3, so that's 12 in total.
Brilliant. So, and that was with advantage, which meant you rolled an
Yep.
extra d6. Okay, cool. So easily a pass. I just wanted to make sure that you had your full amount. You remember having recently left here and then also been working and hacking with Pantone, that she had recently sent you information and messages about Comb Studios having been mentioned by Apiary as some sort of source or root cause of these advertisement headache, maybe, or advertisement storm that seems to have disappeared your friend.
My friend was taken away because he was acting all weird. I believe it's these advertisements, the long and droning voice, and
So we definitely need to get
sorry.
through that door, right?
yeah, we definitely need to get to that door.
I could like we can make, like I said, we could like make a distraction. Like you could do like the holograph stuff. I could send Josh out and like kind of create a little noise over here or there, you know?
I have a smoke
Do
grenade.
lots of things. Okay, maybe we shouldn't throw smoke grenades just yet. I'm just saying, like, because if we throw a smoke grenade, there's gonna be a lot of smoke, and then someone's gonna like, you know, hit like a smoke alarm, and then there's gonna be like alarms, and then like, yeah,
That's a good
Well,
point.
I think we should do the hologram and not send Josh because, like, what if something happens to Josh?
oh, it's okay, I can fix him. This is like the 14th Josh.
Okay,
We
so
should
of
just
the
send
three
Josh
buildings,
back.
there's Verd Solutions, Comb Studios, and some unknown sort of location that is guarded. You guys are going to go after, planning on distracting the guards and entering the unknown location, or distracting the guards and entering Comb Studios?
Well,
This-
like Comb is like the one that we were supposed to like do stuff with.
And that's the one
But,
that messed
like-
up Cowboy's friend, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I think
That's-
that's where we're
That's not cool.
Yeah.
but like, you don't put guards on something unless there's like, you know, something valuable.
Also, maybe
You can definitely
No,
go
I'll
for the
stay
guarded door
focused.
first. You can
I don't know
definitely
about
go for the
that.
guarded door first. I
We're-
will
well,
Okay.
We'll
fully
go to the
allow you to
studio.
do that.
So, Cowboy, you can do the hologram distraction.
Yeah, I'll work my magic on that.
Whoa, you cast magic? What?
Yeah. It's digital magic.
Oh, it's a metaphor thing. Got it. All right. All right.
Well, I think it's magical.
Okay, so what sort of in here there aren't as many screens, but you can definitely sort of create something from the electronics that you probably have on you to project into the room. What sort of, and I'll say it'll cost you 1 prep just to have electronics on you that will cause that. It's as a sort of a flashback, but we'll just give you stuff for it. What kind of thing would you want to project? And this will, the guards will be alerted with this distraction.
I want to say, I want to project an image of, I want to say Derek, or D3, right?
Technically, he did still call his character Derek.
Okay.
We're calling it D3 for a nickname, but Derek is playing Derek.
Yeah. So, I want to project basically Derek like basically being a nuisance to catch the guard's attention. That way, like we can have the hologram run away in the opposite direction or whatever, and distract the guards essentially.
Sure. Okay. So there's probably another door into sort of the HVAC area, or even an elevator that you can have the hologram kind of run towards and try to activate. So roll me, let's say, Roll me a clever, and we're gonna say this is going to be a little bit. I'm gonna say this is a bit at disadvantage because of the location.
Okay.
To one of your rolls, and you are again welcome to use prep to negate that or anything like this, but your DC is probably going to be a 10.
I'm gonna use one of my 4 prep to negate
Sure.
the disadvantage.
Absolutely, you can do that.
Ooh, awesome.
I'm gonna make you guys burn all your prep.
All right. So 3 and a 4 plus my clever, that is 10 on the dot.
Perfect.
Nice.
All right, so you guys watch as Kowboi Frezh kind of pulls out a bunch of cables and some projector screens and hooks them all together, plugs them onto a sort of a hacker keyboard suite that he's got with him, and he starts to program it. And you see a miniature version of D3 kind of hover around it, and as he's programming it, it'll alter and start moving with how he's setting it up, and he rolls it out as it sort of booms in size to the proper height of, I guess he's probably like 5'10", or anyway, it fills up the screen.
D3?
Yeah.
Big 3? No.
No?
He's like 4'10". Cannon.
Oh, Canon 4'10". Okay, yeah. Well,
Mhm.
all right then. All 4'10" feet of him appears out of this holographic projection, and as the ball continues to roll, you guys watch as the image of your friend like start to just run haphazardly, maybe a bit of zigzagging as the ball rotates and moves in unexpected ways, and the guards like, "Hey, who's there? What are you doing? Hey, what's that?" As they kind of like run up towards where this ball is going, and the little motor inside starts to rev and run straight towards the elevator in the other side to try to like pretend to hit the button. Obviously, as a hologram, it won't be able to. And you guys have a moment, an opportunity to try to get into one of these doors.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Cora's gonna start.
Yeah, I'm happy
moving.
to lead the charge if it's required.
Go for it, Blood.
It's just
All right. If you're leading the charge, Blood Riot,
yeah.
what door are you choosing?
What's the one with Kowboi's friend behind it? Remind me
The
what that was
Coma
called.
Studios
That
is
one.
the one that he pointed towards,
That-
which wasn't the
that's-
one with the guards. And there's also Verd Solutions if you're feeling
But
random.
that's but as was said before, that's the one we are planning on going to, and also the one Kowboi's
Mhm.
friend is in now. So that's the one.
Well, it's the one that Pantone has implied is related to the missing people that have
Right.
happened around the
Right.
which you heard
that,
about.
that one then.
Okay, great. So as you guys do like a quick hustle across the space, maybe hugging the wall even through these bright lights as you head towards the Combe Studios entryway, it's sort of this beautiful white script in bold font across the top, all caps, these double glass doors that you manage to pull one side of, or you start to, and you realize, sweet, this is also needs a little bit of a lockpick, as somebody has it's empty right now clearly, and there's a locked door in front of you.
Sweet, you wanna give this a shot, or do you want me to try and put my shoulder into it?
That is another option for sure.
I can try to do this, and if that doesn't work, then your shoulders got it.
I should try anyway. Why don't you try first?
Okay.
This
So
is pretty ECDC. This is a high security area. They're not exactly expecting lockpicks to come in, so I'm just going to put it at an 8 with
Okay,
a
and-
quick.
quick.
Oops.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. 10.
10.
Oh, yeah.
You easily pop that lock. Blood Riot behind you, just amping to run into the door for funsies. And you know she'll just probably shatter the glass a little bit, so you work quick as you push it open. All four of you slipping in silently and closing it behind you. Maybe there is a curtain you can draw on the other side of the glass, just so the guards, when they return, can't see in. And you know, who pays attention to a little bit of a curtain, no curtain, in an area that could have it. But as you enter it, sort of an automated light system starts to activate. Boom, 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 as this long hallway kind of illuminates in front of you. On the left side, as you do a quick look, more glass offices. You see desks and chairs, a big whiteboard with a bunch of writing across it. And then on the right side, you start to see the set that you probably recognize from the Hive News. The Hive News at 7 and 8 and 9. And it's got just like another sort of half circle desk with a teleprompter in front of it, because I mean that's never been updated, everybody still uses those. And you've got sort of a fake skyline around behind them, and clearly this is where they read the news. And you get the impression that maybe as you go along you'll see more studios.
Blood,
this
I'm
is
pretty
your
sure we're
initial
going to
view.
need that shoulder of yours sometime soon. Just maybe on a
Yeah.
door that's not glass.
Kowboi, these offices, do you think you'd be able to like get the layout of this place through one of their terminals in the offices?
I think I can. And is there like a terminal that I can have access to?
Yeah, so you guys can easily, within this zone, these offices don't appear locked. You pop open the first one that you get to, then it's got a big whiteboard on the side of it, but it also has a little desk with a terminal in front of it. You pull out your hacker suite. What does your hacker suite look like?
I want to say it's a laptop. Yeah, it's just a normal laptop, like the one that I brought up last week, I guess.
All right, so Kowboi Frezh pops open like this old school early 2000s laptops that he seems to have modified. You get components that are bleeding out of the bottom of it, and he plugs in some of the wires to the terminal in front of him. Give me a hacker action. This is going to again be a 13 hacker requirement DC. Sorry, this would be a clever.
Ooh, that is good. So that is 6 plus 3,
9.
and then 9, and then my hacker.
Mhm.
That hacking actions makes it 11. Oof.
Okay.
Don't think I did.
Did you have anything? Somebody in the party can also try to give you help via their specialty to boost the roll, or you can use your or the group prep to try to boost it, or in some way. Let me just take a look here. You can use a flashback for how this would succeed by spending a prep. Those are the
You're close
two
enough if you
main-
do a boost,
Mhm.
as long as you roll a 2 or higher.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll use another of my prep going from 3 to 2.
Okay,
To roll a boost.
go for it. Roll another d6.
Alright, I got a 4.
Excellent.
Hey.
So with that, you
Nice.
see sort of sweat start to trickle down from Kowboi Frezh, and it looks like you start to see sort of these red lights appear on the terminal and warning, and the sound within it starts to amplify as you hear, but luckily Frezh starts to double time and tap 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 as the green light flashes, and he manages to enter without triggering the security, but it seemed kind of close. This definitely is a very locked down software mechanic. Let's see here. So you have now accessed a studio computer. What kind of information you do see? You're obviously going to see a folder system in here. Is there anything you would initially be trying to search for?
I want to find what Blood Riot wanted first, which would be like the map layout of like this studio area. And then beyond that, I want to try to find any information related to my friend and this mind washing program, like thing.
Sure. So absolutely easy enough to do as the sort of the whiteboard next to Blood Riot and Sweet where you guys are standing. It flashes, you realize it's actually a digital whiteboard and a screen is projected out causing a 3D image of this studio, and you see tiny little like toothpick stands with name tags over each room appear. And so you've got obviously the news studio you see appear across from the green dot that indicates the room that you're in, which is just like probably brainstorming office 1. And you've got executive office a few doors down, a bunch of standard offices in between, and then you've got like Two's company set, and you see sort of like a miniature couch and a bunch of like coffee shop items, and then you see another fake studio room that's like Bernie and Friends. I was trying to come up with a fake name for that.
It's Empty House.
Empty House.
Empty House.
Sounds kind of sad.
Bernie, the great green triceratops.
Yeah, great green triceratops, definitely. So it seems like the reason this takes up so much space is there are so many rooms, and then you do see a door on the far side, but the map doesn't generate into it. No.
Do we know where we're looking for in this
Two's
map?
company and yes, Empty House. I did like those, yes.
What are we, where do we think we need to go?
Kowboi Frezh, as your new friends start to talk kind of about where to go above you, you also start to dig into anything that you're trying to pull up about this advertisement campaign that supposedly you believe to have caused your friend to disappear in some way that Pantone has indicated. And you find something called Operation Buzzword, which claims to be a subliminal messaging designed to rapidly foster a desire to work in those that see it, which sounds about right for you. And then you see a little bit of information on the side, warnings about having or needing therapeutic countermeasures for those that are exposed to Operation Buzzword, and that it is not a permanent state is also another warning. And then you see that it's AGI project is kind of on the bottom as well. AGI project. And you're not sure where that is related to. There's no information outside of this one little mention, but it kind of stands out to you for some reason.
While digging through these files, I found something about AGI project. That might be something related to this whole shabooey shindig thing that they're going on in here.
We went from the 90s to the 40s.
Kowboi, are you okay, dude? Like,
I'm just worried about my friends.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. Does anyone know what AGI stands for? Is that like agility, or is it like French or something?
Do any of us know what gives there?
You guys have not indicated or found any information about that yet.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no way you would have had encounters with it just yet. unfortunately.
So do you have?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, good.
Oh, okay. So I
No.
was just gonna ask.
After you.
Well, thank you. So since was still at like the terminal, like the whiteboard thing, is it possible to find any information about that metal door that the two guards were guarding? Is that possibly related?
No, this is only information pertaining to Combe Studios within here. It is an isolated office. It is quite clearly like been cut off from anywhere else to both preserve and secure its own information, but also potentially keep sort of other companies, anybody that's trying to steal their brilliant sitcom ideas and game show quiz ideas. Also, yeah, it's a security reason that they're all isolated. So they are, if you need information, you actually literally have to go into a specific office for it or studio for it.
Okay. I would assume that I got everything that I would possibly could get from this studio area in terms of like my hacking skills, correct?
Yeah, for this office, yes.
So we need to try to hit like each of the studios to try to find something?
I think I got everything that I could possibly get from here, but there might be more somewhere else. Like,
where's that AGI thing? Like, how does that kind of thing work? Is there like a thing with it that we can break? Because I'm pretty good breaking stuff. So if there's like a thing we need to break, we can break it.
As you guys are kind of talking and doing, oh no, hello audience. It's just us now. Twitch is still up, I can see that. Hello, how's everybody doing today? So yes, Blood Riot, you can definitely go and try to break that door. Not fully finished, just for the season. Oh, okay. Pathfinder 2, ooh, Eberron.
No.
Oh no. Poor Jeff.
Dude, I just finished a few months ago playing a Pathfinder game in Eberron. What a coincidence.
Jeez.
I actually have avoided Pathfinder. I think that system scares me a little bit. I like a good
we
crunch,
didn't have
but
it was Pathfinder and Eberron,
oh,
so it
okay,
was,
okay.
Like, it was. I mean, I'm with you with Pathfinder. I'm not very good at. Like, I like competent characters, but I don't like the effort you need in a system like Pathfinder to create a competent character. So like that kind of play just doesn't like my brain just doesn't operate that way.
Well, Pathfinder 2 is based off of 3.5, which is one of the systems that I really grew up with. But you can make such broken min-maxed characters with Pathfinder 2.
And that's the thing, like, if you're good at Pathfinder, you're fucking good at Pathfinder. It's like Shadowrun. Like, if you're good at Shadowrun, you are good at Shadowrun.
No, nobody can be good at Shadowrun. No. I refuse to believe that.
Setting. It's one of my top 5 settings to this day.
I love that setting. I hate that system.
Game I will never play ever again.
I do actually have a 6E game, and apparently 5E was the better system for Shadowrun, but I love the video games. The video games are great for not needing that. I would recommend them if you love the world. Hello. Oh, they're still kind of. Oh no, they're moving again. Okay. Hi, welcome back.
Hello.
So TK Killer would like to know if Arizona just everybody in Arizona just lost their signal?
Could have been, as it was a full-on internet drop.
Oh,
And just
shit.
like
Really?
stupid lag stuff. The whole damn thing went down. So,
Wow.
But
weird.
you all stayed up.
We did.
We did.
We
Have
did.
full conversation about like
Yep.
talking shit about you guys and everything.
Oh yeah.
I
Everything's
mean-
recorded.
Also,
Like,
my trade.
edit.
Oh, good.
Shadowrun Dragonfall is a
Everything.
great one. Shadowrun Dragonfall is my favorite one. So play that one. It's
Okay.
isometric, super easy to pick up. Anyway, yes. Sorry, I just need to finish that. All right. Shall we? Are you guys stable? You want to get back into it, or do you need us to talk more about Shadowrun?
No point in
We're
waiting.
good.
Yeah, I
All
think
right.
we're good.
And I played like a 2-year Shadowrun campaign.
Oh my
Oh, me
god! I can't
too.
even
We did that.
imagine.
We did the
too.
Harlequin campaign.
Oh.
fun. Yeah, I played a dwarf. I punched people.
The lore and the
Like
character
fake
creation
snacks.
is so
Hammer
cool
fist.
in Shadowrun, but I don't know. I guess I just don't like.
We
I
killed
don't-
Steven's character too. When he had to
Good
leave,
for
we all just
you.
decided to
Good
just
for
like take
you.
a shot. We're just like we all walk past him and she's like, "That's what you get for turning on the crew," and then we just all beat him up and stuff. It's pretty good.
Deserved. That's pretty deserved.
Uh,
All right.
He was my bowling buddy.
Oh,
So super.
I guess
I
you
love
needed a new
that.
bowling buddy.
It wasn't heartbreaking. He was a pain in the ass.
I love his clicking on pop-ups and everything. It was funny.
So ridiculous. His wife left him for a troll. It was a whole
No.
thing. We had a whole story.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's great. Probably also deserved, honestly.
I was gonna
Mhm.
say
Okay, so just before you guys dropped out, I was about to say, Coolio, on the ground near your feet, as you're kind of like not fully invested in whatever Kowboi is looking at, you notice a familiar rat-like creature. It scans like the bottom half of your leg before scurrying off into a random direction.
Hey. No, dude, wait.
Mhm.
Do I still have Coder?
Not on you. I was going to ask about that actually. Like, how are you containing him? Them.
I would have probably treated him like he was a hamster,
Mhm.
and like got him like a cage
Mhm.
or like a box or something, and put like cool stuff in it.
Okay.
And honestly, if he wanted to leave, he could have left. But I was like gonna study him a little bit.
Okay.
But we started doing other things. So,
We did.
Yeah.
He would have probably tried to have made another escape attempt. So if it wasn't a particularly
What?
secure thing, yeah, sorry,
Oh.
he would have.
He probably would have escaped then.
He would have escaped then.
Would have
All
woke
right.
up one morning, been like, Coder, you. Oh. And then it'd be something like,
oh,
if you love something,
Mhm.
you gotta set it free. Or don't do anything and it'll run away from you.
Yep.
Wait, that's not the phrase.
close enough.
But you're the only one that kind of sees it in it happens in half a second as one of the kitbash sort of sticks its head up, scans a little bit of your leg, and then runs and scurries off again.
Can I try to follow it a little bit, see where it goes?
Absolutely. Roll me. I would say I would take a quick for this one. Yeah, I'll say quick for this. I'm going to set the DC to. I'll say it's a 9. It's not the worst, but he is small.
Do my rhythm games come into play because I'm so like reflexive?
I would allow it. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Rhythm games has worked out really well for you.
It's been a really
I just-
great specialty.
Seriously,
Mhm.
that's a 10, dog.
Beautiful.
We doing?
So as you kind of like follow this kitbash out, and you kind of probably picked up the name when you hacked yours in your little hideout, the kitbash kind of turns to look at that door down the hallway, and you see a little scanny light that's not quite all the way there, and it seems to think about that before it turns back towards the front door of Combs Studio and scurries under this tiny gap between the door and the floor. you know how rats, anything that their head can fit in, they can squeeze their body. It seems to be a similar thing where it's got this flat, hard plastic head, and it kind of almost flattens it to the ground and slides out, and the rest of the body compresses, and you see it bounce up on the other side of the glass door, or a little bits of it, because you did close the curtains.
Okay. And this is like the door we came in, right?
Yes.
Like okay. Right. But it did look at this other door with some like optical such and such.
Yes. It seemed to be considering it, but then it seemed its goal was in the opposite direction.
Is it looking at me like all sad through the glass? Like, or is it like beckoning me to come?
Yeah, no, it puts its hand up and slowly drags it down the glass
Really?
before it like does a fake double press and then turns sadly away and then scurries off to the side.
Coder 2. Oh man. So many feels. Okay.
You see little
All right.
red droplets of cyber tears that have been left behind.
Oh man. Well, that'll be easy to follow him then. Sweet.
Yeah, something like that.
Can I
Did you
tell
need
which door you go? What? Oh, that's right, because your name is Sweet. Okay. Hey. And I look to see if I can see where Coder 2 just went to. Can I see which like direction it went to? Because I know there's 2 other doors out here. Can I tell like which direction it
So
bolted off into?
if you kind of like peek back, because you see that the guards, or you probably hear them, the clomping of their boots as they seem to be looking around and just kind of rattling the doors, or pushing and making sure. They seem to check the HVAC areas. They're checking like the hospital. They've got in their hands the ball, the holographic projection ball that Kowboi Frezh made, and they kind of clearly like ripped it apart and pulled out whatever energized the unit. And you see, as they're kind of clumping out and distracted, the Kitbash like skids behind where they're walking and slips under, or tries to slip under the metal door. But the gap that exists in these sort of more office doors that are more open doesn't exist in this metal door. It's a very like airtight sealed door. And it kind of like scratches at it a little bit, and then has to scurry off in another direction as it hears the clomping of boots coming back towards that door. And you can see
Okay,
that.
so I'm gonna like waddle back to everyone. I don't know why I'm waddling. Like, okay, hey, so I saw like Coder's brother, Coder 2.
No way.
No, wait. I guess if it's Coder 2, then it's probably Coder's son, because it doesn't really make sense otherwise. Or like it's Coder Junior, it's Coder 2. And I saw another Coder, and like it ran like outside and tried to get into that like that guarded area, right? What if like they're doing something with all these things in there, you know? Like what if like that's where they're from or something? And we can just get pets for us all.
Is this one of those like, why don't you want to go to your home kind of a thing? Like it's trying to get back home?
Well, it was trying to, but it couldn't get in because its head couldn't go underneath the door because the door didn't have a space in it. Because you know how like rats, when they try to go in a little space, if their head's big enough to go in it? I don't remember. Anyhow, it tried and it couldn't.
And it couldn't. Okay.
So like we could try to get in there ourselves and see what's up.
I mean, our heads definitely can't fit under the door either.
Yeah, and Josh is too big too. Like, do we want to keep exploring here? There's like a door over there with some sort of like optical defenses or something. Like I can like, I might be able to like jury rig something to make it like not recognize us or whatever. But like, what do we want to do?
I think we should check that. I think we should do everything we need to do here. Cause like we know a little bit about what's going on, but we want to try to like dismantle it or something while we're here.
Okay.
I think if it was interested in that door, then we should be interested in that door too.
Agreed.
The one outside where the guards are.
Later, but this one first.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Blood, maybe this is a door for your shoulder?
Do you want to see if you can unlock it first?
It's got like an optical thing, right?
Oh, you got this
Like-
cool, right?
No, I'll explain because like normally there's the voice of God that would explain it to us. but we can't hear the voice of God. We're cut off.
I forgot to
We're just
unmute.
gone.
Again. All right. So yes,
Oh,
optical
goodness.
defense. So as Coolio mentioned this week, you kind of like look up and realize there's these sort of two sensors along the hallway further in that seem to be scanning back and forth, and you look closely, and it's kind of hard to see with all the bright lights that illuminate it, but you realize there's this large graded square pattern that seems to be scanning back and forth and looking for anomalies within it. And yes, you could definitely probably want to disable that before walking underneath it.
I can do that. Like Josh and I
You
could.
could definitely do that with Josh.
If that's the way we want to go.
Yeah. You got it, dude.
So I'm going to draw Josh out
Mhm.
of my drone bag.
Mhm.
Be like, arise, son. You're going in. And like, he's going to spur him up.
Mhm.
And then he's going to like, because like the stuff's up top, right? Like
Yes.
you've got the, so he's going to like carefully just pilot Josh up so he can get to like one of the scanner things to see if he can do something to disable it. If that's all right.
Absolutely. So you sort of pulled Josh out, set him up. He does like a happy chirp and swings and floats around you a little bit with little drone helicopter pads going before he floats up and sort of zooms in with his optical lens to these two sort of security units. And you can kind of, with his ability, see probably you'll see a sort of a blue or green light coming out of the back of it that you recognize is something that you would use with your drone to indicate a connection, an active connection that goes somewhere else, digital without wires. And you think that that could be used to disable it. Either you can hack through Josh, or if you want to try to hit it off or even unpower it. I'm not sure what.
So one of the tags that
Mhm.
Josh has is mind manipulation.
Yes.
So he's got like this little arm. So like you see him kind of floating there,
Mhm.
and then a little panel comes open, and then his little tiny arm comes out.
Mhm.
Okay, and then just like looks down at me, throws me like a rock sign,
Yeah.
and then begins to try to like sort of like gum up the works inside here.
Yeah, so I could
That
say
makes
what
sense.
Josh can do with fine manipulation is he pops the top off of these things and gets to the internal wires. You can definitely
Yeah.
just disable that and cut some wires.
Okay. I think that's what I'll do.
Would
Yeah,
this
that's cool.
be, are you commanding Josh with your stats for this one? This would be like a quick
Yeah,
test.
I'm using my drone daddy
Okay.
specialty. Yeah.
Brilliant. This is a quick test. I'm gonna
I want you to say the name of my specialty. I want you to say that I'm using my drone daddy specialty.
Can't I just pretend like I'm not saying it? If you can use your drone daddy ability for this with your
Yeah.
quick, and
Hell
it's
yeah.
going to be a DC 10 because this is little fine work that you're doing, but it's not impossible. You know what to do.
Okay.
This
All
is
right, just like-
electronics, which is definitely a rigor specialty.
Gotcha. All right. Does the fine manipulation? It's a talent. I'm not sure if it just says I can do it. I wasn't sure if it like added any kind of assets. It doesn't have like a +1 or anything to it. I was just wondering if it's like something you can leverage for like a +1.
For now, I'm going to say it'll give you advantage on the roll, and I'll look it up and confirm that later.
Yeah. It all it says is like I can. It just gives me the ability to do fine motor
Oh,
stuff. It doesn't
okay.
like, mean I'm special good at it. So
Oh, okay. I'll give you advantage.
it doesn't
on one of
matter.
the
I rolled
rolls
2
anyway.
6s.
Oh, for
This
God's
game
sake.
is ridiculous
Wow.
So
to
with a
me.
critical success,
Critical success too. Holy shit.
That's insane. Oh,
you
goodness
watch
gracious.
Sweet, Blood Riot, and Kowboi Frezh. You guys watch as amazed as maybe Coolio pulls down these sort of part of a
They're yellow.
visor. They're yellow.
Yeah, they're like yellow
And
lenses.
a yellow lenses holographically appear in front of his face, and you watch as like tiny little, it's almost a little video screen on the side, and you watch tiny little like retro style grids and markers as you see him start to do these fine manipulations with his fingers. And you watch as Josh perfectly mimics this, and tiny little like perfect scissors come out, and he snips one little wire and then flicks a little miniature knife up and cuts through another one. And you watch as the baubles above you, the security optics above you, start to blink out and then go dead without having any sort of notification. And Josh, with that roll, with a critical success, easily zips around behind the other one, does the exact same motion even before Coolio can think to command it, with their sort of
smart.
special bond familiarity.
And so when he's done, he's gonna come down and we're gonna do a handshake, like our special handshake. With this little fine manipulation on.
They do the
You're such a good drone. Good job, man.
and it like bobs happily with your praise. And
Okay,
yeah.
so we're good.
You have
Nice.
full access to this door that appeared on the map, but the area behind it would not generate. As long as you just gonna go open it. It's a nice wooden door. Blood Riot could run herself into it if she'd like.
Splinters,
So
dude.
it's a perfect door for that.
Can I try to open it?
I think
Absolutely.
Blood Riot should just like
If you insist, like you can check for a
break
handle
it.
and a knob.
Blood Riot, as you go to jiggle the handle, this is wood, and as you touch it, you can kind of see a little bit of metal reinforcement around it, and it is a normal door handle, but as you kind of jiggle it, you realize, or you feel just intuitively, that there is more mechanics going on here, and you think there is like a reinforced deadbolt in here. Like they don't want this
Is there a
opening.
keyhole that I could look through?
Not that you could look through, no.
Okay.
Not so old school.
Is there enough room at the bottom for her to slip her head down
Oh,
under and then squeeze her
How many
head
rat
down?
blood do you have, Blood Riot? Like, do you feel like you're 50% rat, or?
I think I'm above 50, but yeah.
Blood Riot is
In,
Oh, a
in
little
my
too big.
soul more than
In your soul.
physically.
Fair
I'm gonna tell these guys it feels, I don't know much about locks, but feels like a
Well, you say you
Deadbolt?
don't, but you're also dealing with drugs, and this is sort of a reminiscent of
Oh.
backroom door
Then
lock.
I
That's
would
a
like
bit
to
discreet.
change what I say, please.
Yeah, go for it.
To,
I feel like out of everything, you would know about door locks a little bit.
you guys told me this is not gonna be quiet when I do this. Is
And-
what she will say to the
Sweet just keeps like pulling her hand out. I can try it.
party. Go ahead.
All right, so the DC on this one is going to be a 13. This is a really hard lock to crack. And it is something that the keyhole, there is no keyhole as mentioned, but it is locked, and you realize it's got a sort of a magnetic lock that you are going to have to, you can use your unlocking tools. There's probably something in here that will help you with this, but it's a magnetic lock system that you can feel in, and there's probably some sort of card or fob that would help activate this without leaving that opening or weakness that you would normally have with a keyhole.
So
Use prep, bro. That's what it's for.
Yeah, you guys are in a really high security locked down area.
okay. I'm feeling like maybe there's another one of those cards that's sort of like sitting around somewhere, maybe that's kind of what we could spend a prep for. Is it like
Mhm.
somewhere we find another one of those kind of
Oh, I love that.
swipey
Like us,
badgy
flashback?
thingies, like
Oh yeah, okay.
That's awesome.
So I would say if you want to do a flashback, I mentioned that there is an executive's office in here. Let's say roll me like a DC, we'll bring it down. DC 8 lock picking. Perhaps you lock picked his desk or their desk and you found a key card in there with some prep. And I'm expecting you just to roll well enough with the low DC on that.
Yeah, I got it with the roll.
Perfect. So you remember in your flashback that you popped open this executive's desk and you found a spare key card. It's pure black and it looks like it should slide into a wallet, just a little bit thicker than a credit card. And you weren't sure what it was for. And now looking at this dark wood door with this black door handle, it matches perfectly with that color.
All right, Blood. I think you're onto something. It's a little. It maybe not. You know what? This is like the new tool that you want to like use everything for. But I think it's this. Like it's kind of like the same color and stuff.
Okay, well, maybe you could open the door and I can just like stick my head in if we open it just a little, so we don't go in immediately.
So Sweet will like wave the this kind of executive's little badgy thingy that she's got that in the same colored thingy and listen and make sure that you hear something doing what it's supposed to do.
Yes. So interestingly enough, Sweet, as you listen in, waiting for it to do what it does, you hear nothing. But when you try the door handle after waving this card in front of it, it smoothly opens. There's no sound to any of the motions. The door hinges are perfectly oiled. This is the quietest door you've ever heard or seen.
Can it be open just a skosh for me to stick my head in?
After
or
you.
fully open?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So Blood Riot, you kind of take over from Sweet, slowly opening this door handle and pushing it just enough to get a little bit in so that you can peek in. And you realize it's a bit dim in here. They've clearly got it on nighttime mode, even though we're probably at about 4 or 5 p.m. in the day. And you see sort of these glass containers, and you realize there's a person, maybe there's 6 of them in a row, and this kind of goes along back. It's all white in this room with stainless steel kind of everything, and they've got these these glass boxes with little bits of stainless steel around, reinforcement around them, and you see people in each one of them, and they all seem to be like trying to do something or passed out. And you can kind of see on the other side some charts and notes for each person. And this appears to be a hospital in at the back end of an advertising studio.
Okay. I have a question.
Maybe just one, maybe
Just
a
one?
few more.
Yeah.
No, I have a few, but the first one is that I'm not super clear on what I'm seeing. Am I just seeing patients in like data collection tube things, or am I seeing like attendants and patients?
No attendance. These do appear to be, this area appears to be very quiet right now. If there is some sort of support for these, it appears to be automated and mechanical at this time. But there doesn't appear to be people.
In that case, I'm going to ask everybody to step into the room quick time and close the door behind us and like basically barricade the door with my body while I say to Kowboi, any of those your friends?
Yeah, do I recognize any of these people as my friend? Oh,
You're muted.
you muted again.
It's sorry. There's loud cars go by, so I mute just in case, and then I forget to unmute. Yes. So Kowboi Fresh, roll me a quick like DC. Actually, no, you would know. Obviously,
Oh,
no, you know what your friend looks like. But do roll me a D6 and tell me what number it is. So as you look at these rows of units, these sort of glass boxes that are trying to contain these people while studying them, and you do see sort of monitors, and on the glasses projected their like heart rate and their BMO and such. What did you roll?
I rolled a 2.
2. So in the second unit down, you see your friend, and you said that they are a him. Like, what does your friend look like normally to you?
His name is Daniel,
Mhm.
and I want to say he's Hispanic.
Okay, so you see your friend Daniel kind of sitting there, and normally you know that he actually was normally employed to write for TV shows, and he, on his sort of glass walls, he's like got his fingers, and he seems to be trying to like use the oils from his hands to write. And you're not sure what he's writing because you can barely see it, but you can see sort of oil markings of words all around on this glass as he seems to just desperately be trying to write out some idea that he has. And it's sort of like this weird finger oil paint Dadaist mess with 100 different characters and language switches, and you can't really read anything, but you can kind of like every now and again move it so that the light will reflect through this transparent oil. That's not normal.
Daniel. Damn, Daniel.
Is that why you chose Daniel?
Yes. Can I
Like,
use my
dude,
my
backwards? Can't read it. Sorry.
Damn, Daniel. It's gonna use my cleverness to try to decipher what he wrote in his finger oil thing, because this is obviously something a desperate person would try to get out to someone that
Sure,
cares.
this is going to be a harder roll. It's another DC 13, but there's no consequence to this, so it's just like a try. And anything, do you have any specialties you would want to try to add to this? And we can do clever for sure.
All right. I want to say art, because it's
Yeah,
like
I'll
it's
take
very
art.
it's very abstract, and I want to say, because like yeah, you mentioned that Daniel is very like, he works for like the studio as like a like
Scriptwriter.
artistic, yeah, scriptwriter. So you should have some sort of artistic flair to it. So yes,
I did describe it as a Dadaist mess, which is an art style.
okay. So let's roll. Okay, that is a 6 and a 3. That's 9 plus 3, 12 plus the clever. So 15 total.
15. So looking further and kind of getting, maybe you ask Coolio to bring Josh out so Josh can shine light at specific angles so that you can kind of start reading this oiled finger paint, literal finger oil. You get the sense like he's started to write, and then she fell down, and the audience laughs in one sort of language, and then maybe in Spanish below, you can get the sense that he wrote, and in the soap opera, they will all do this, and then this person will die, and then this thing, and this thing, and this thing, and then this is how this branches out for this story. And then maybe you just see randomly in Japanese, and in the game show, they were going to show 2 butts and naked, and the winning team is the one that kisses the right butt without seeing the faces of the person that's butts they're kissing. And it's just like these garbled ideas for TV shows. You realize, like, this is not information that is useful to you in any way. This is literally, he's just kind of gone off on his job and is hyper focused on any television show idea that he can come up with.
I feel like that the kissing the cheeks, the right, like the winning the game cheeks thing, like that is very, I don't know, to my character it just seems like very like, this is very subtle ass kissery right here.
Okay.
Does it seem like it's just he's not trying to tell us how to get him out? He's just like doing his job?
It just seems like he's doing his job like real crazy, but like looking at all these ideas is just it's very subtle, but it seems like it's like you gotta kiss up brown nose your corporate leaders or something.
So like
I'm like, isn't
do we-
that the AGI thing we
well,
just
like did
saw?
they test it on their own like employees first to see like how productive they could get them? And these were the like guinea pigs?
I will say, so in each of these things, as you guys kind of explore and look and consider Daniel in number 2, in the first sort of box that you see, there is somebody who seems to have just been he's in a jumpsuit, and they have for some reason deconstructed every single thing that they could within this room. So you see piles of screws and nuts, bolts, and nails, bits of wood that they seem to just be trying to tear apart into smaller and smaller pieces, and they are kind of probably side-eyeing Coolio, specifically having the most electronics obviously on him, and is like hyper-focused and watching without blinking every movement Coolio makes. In the third one, you see, hi, or you can't hear him, but it appears to be somebody that is talking into their hand as if they're holding a microphone, and spinning a pretend wheel and then pointing at things and like doing exuberant, "You've won! Oh, I'm so sorry, you've lost," sort of game show personalities. And you can kind of keep going down. You see somebody kind of they've got a bunch of toy cars, and they're like focused on the exact movements of the traffic and how best to rework the road systems to have the best flow. And it's all jobs that they seem to have gotten hyper focused on. I can give you the other two if you want, but yeah, that's kind of, those are the immediate ones close to you.
This is real freaky. Is it? So they're stuck in the containers, obviously.
Yes. Oh, we've
is
lost
there-
them again.
Oh no.
I was wondering why they weren't reacting.
Ah,
Okay, in the meantime, while we wait for them, in box number 5, you see somebody who seems to be trying to make deliveries, and they're running in circles, and they try to they pick up a paper bag that's rolled like it's holding a package, and they put it down, and then they pick it up and run it to like just the next corner, and they're doing this over and over in circles. And then in the very last one, you see somebody who is got a bunch of paper, and they're wrapping it up into beautiful cranes and sealed envelopes, and then they dismantle it, and then they wrap it up into the most beautiful sort of paper flowers you can think, and their hands seem to be shaking violently, and they can't stop moving and folding and then unfolding every piece of paper in front of them. So those were the other two.
I definitely have something I want to do, but I'll wait for these guys.
Well, we can talk about it a little bit and maybe wait on the action. Well,
I basically wanna let one of them out and
okay.
see what happens when I do.
is there any one of them that I guess speaks to you?
You should get Daniel
One
out.
of the ones that's not Kowboi's friends. Just in case it kills them.
Yeah. So there is, maybe if you're trying to gauge like the least actively violent, the one that appears to be doing a game show is doing the least amount of activity.
Okay,
would
so
say.
maybe let's do because this is she's not super bright, so
Mhm.
her whole thing is just like I'm gonna trust what I can see.
Oh,
Hey guys,
hey,
Hey.
welcome. Ooh, super pixelated.
not for me.
Oh, he's slowly coming into focus. He was pixelated for me. I'm just going back and forth between. Nope, just me.
That's a your end.
That's a me.
Yeah.
That's a my end thing.
Might be.
Oh, Arizona is not happy today.
Yeah, the Arizona grid's going haywire, huh?
Did you? Okay, so did you? What was the last thing that you guys heard?
You're muted, Mel.
You did what I do.
I think box number 1 was super interested in what Cool was doing.
Yes. And then number 2 was Daniel, Kowboi Fresh's friend, who seems to be trying to write everything. Number 3 seems to be some sort of host that's trying to present a game show, but everything's been muted, so you can't hear him. He's just doing exuberant actions. Number 4 seems to be obsessed with creating the perfect traffic flow with a bunch of toy cars and fake roads that they've drawn on the ground. Number 5 seems to be grabbing paper bags or a paper bag in their room and running it to another corner, and then running around and grabbing it and running it to another corner as if they're trying to do a delivery. And then number 6 is trying to make these beautiful, elaborate folded paper things like cranes and flowers and sealed envelopes just done perfectly. And then they'll kind of like dismantle them, and so that they can refold them again with their limited amount of paper, and they're shaking a lot. So that's kind of like, we just went through it a little bit in slow-mo while we waited for you guys. Slowly while we waited for you guys. And
So
Blood Riot has their
yeah.
eyes on number 3, the game show, to let out.
Just
to see what
letting
happens.
them out just to kind of see what happens.
Yeah, like we should
Uh,
let all of them out, right?
Well, let's start with 1 and see what happens, and then we can do the rest. And
Okay.
Got to start somewhere.
Oh,
Oh yeah, go for it.
I was just gonna ask, is there like any security thing if we let them out, like obvious security thing?
Mhm. So as I mentioned, sort of there is mechanical monitoring or automated monitoring of these rooms. So you do see their sort of statistics projected on the wall. So whatever's in this box or looking down in this box knows that they are in there and is monitoring them. You don't know if stepping out will cause an alarm. Looking at the other side of the wall, there is obviously more paper and detailed information about them. The doors themselves, as you kind of like take a look and sort of try them, are again locked down, but it looks like from this side there is a way of just unlocking them normally, not necessarily with a key card, but they definitely didn't want people to come out.
Is it possible to hack the system that way, like once we do let one of them out, it still registers as they're still inside?
Absolutely. Give me a clever roll with a with your hacker action, and it's going to be a I'll put this one at an 11.
Okay. That's 4. That's 9. Okay, I'm gonna go from 2 to 1 personal prep to boost that.
Okay.
Okay, so that is a total of 4, 7, 8 plus my hack. That is 11.
11, perfectly on the dot. So you guys watch as Kowboi Frezh kind of like pulls out his hacker suite laptop, sits down on the floor, starts hacking it and kind of looking up. And with your hacker suite, you can tell that the monitors are like above these glass floors and beaming down into them to monitor it. Just like IR sort of sensors and temperature sensors that are pushing down, so they know exactly where the people are and sort of what their status is. And you kind of manage to cause them to loop with an if statement to recreate the same data over and over and over again and fool the system into believing that the people, you'll do it for all of them with an 11, that the people are still in the boxes even if you remove them. You've sent a little loop of false information.
So I'm gonna turn to Blood Riot and be like, "You're all right to break these fuckers out."
I'm gonna start with that first game show guy.
Oh, great. So you kind of go up and you open the game show personality box, and you kind of get just hit with the sound of their voice as he goes, and we have a new contestant here from the Hive. Here to spin our wheel. Please come in. He's just wide-eyed and he doesn't really register his environment, but he knows kind of like you're there. And then he's trying to get you to play the game that he is presenting, that he you can tell he fully believes is here. He's convinced that there's a wheel behind him. And don't forget all of our random scorecards. Please pick your best thing that you want to represent, and we can donate to that cause when you've won. As soon as you spin our giant wheel to make sure that you get the right coded word, and then you have to run it back through over there, and you see that giant parkour court behind me. Are you ready, contestant? We gotta go, contestant.
Okay, I'm gonna try something to see if it works, and if he doesn't respond, then I'm going to get physical.
Okay.
But what I'm gonna do is pull out my recreational drugs and say to him, "Hey man, you want to party?"
Contestants, drugs are illegal. Come on. And he'll actually like hustle over to you and grab your arm. We've got to go, contestant. It's your turn. Get up to the wheel, contestant. He's gonna start trying to pull you.
Yeah, I'm pulling back. I'm pulling him out of the thing.
Please give me a strength check for this one. Let me just double check these. So this is going to be tough. He's not particularly strong, but he's like really got a grip of, he's insane right now and he's really got a grip on you. So I'm going to put the DC to 10 to like push him back into the box and off of you. And you can add any of your specialties you feel.
I'm trying to pull him out.
Oh, pull him out. Okay. Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
absolutely.
he is
trying to pull you in.
Pull me in. I am pulling him out. So we're going in opposite directions.
Yes. Okay. Are you trying to pull him off of you as well, or does that matter to you?
No, it does matter. I'm maybe incorrectly confident that I can take it.
Okay, if you're not trying to pull him off, then the DC
I'm just trying to pull him out
to 8, and you can give me your tough roll.
Cool.
You got
That's
this.
2d6s plus my tough. Is that right?
2d6 plus your tough plus any specialties you feel would matter, or you'd like to argue for.
Nothing at this stage.
Nothing at this stage. Okay, then yeah, just give me that roll.
I have a talent that may come into play later, but that's later.
Brute strength for now.
Yeah. 12 is what I got.
Yeah, beautiful. So you easily sort of like pull him out and away from his box, and he keeps going, "What are you doing, contestant? We need to go spin the wheel. What are you doing? We're streaming. What are you doing, lady? Come on, let's go." And he's like, you can feel the bones of his fingers pressing into the flesh of your forearm and your bicep as he just seems to like sort of stiffen up around you and seems to be trying to pull you back in. This imaginary world that his mind has conceived doesn't dissipate with him leaving the box.
Okay. I would like to wrestle him to the ground and like sit on him, basically.
Okay. This one is going to be a little bit harder. I'm going to need another roll for another tough roll at. He really doesn't want to do this, so this will be a 10. He is going to fight you on this more for sure. He is determined to get you to spin this wheel that he keeps talking about.
Okay. Can I use a prep point to boost my roll?
Yeah. You can absolutely do that.
Can you
so that is
remind
an
me what that
additional
is? That's an
D6.
extra D6. Okay.
Yeah, so you'd be rolling 3d6 instead of 2, which is pretty
And
powerful.
do I drop the lowest or I take
No,
all three?
it's everything. You get to keep it all.
Oh, that's awesome.
Add up all
It's
the
almost
numbers.
better than
Hell
advantage.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been using boost the most out of all the prep stuff.
It is a really nice bonus.
Yeah. Okay. So boosted
Mhm.
is 2, 4, and 6 plus my 12. 12 plus 3 is 15.
15, beautiful. So as you kind of wrestle him to the ground, he keeps kind of like shaking and digging his fingers into you and talking about the wheel, and then you kind of like watch as his eyes start to roll back in his head, and it's almost like he's having a seizure by his inability to do his job, his work, and you just kind of see him like almost pass out and still could just kind of like get catatonic and continue to shake, and his jaw locks, and his eyes remain rolled back in his head.
Bloodfried's not super bright, so she
Mhm.
doesn't know how to articulate what just happened, so she kind of just looks at everybody kind of panicked, hoping they all just saw this. I'm like,
Oh,
you
Jesus.
guys saw that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they like not disconnect them yet. I feel like something bad might happen to them.
Yeah, maybe we gotta like turn something off to like maybe something's getting like the air
Yeah.
inside is changed or something.
Should I put him
So
this one back in the thing?
I
I
don't know.
think so.
Yeah.
We can't like take them with us. Like our job's not done, you know? So like we can't be like bringing
I'm
a
gonna
bunch of
follow
weirdos with us.
Coolio's. Like I just need to hear one yes.
As you guys have this discussion, all of your AR glasses have a little phone symbol appear on the top right as it starts to vibrate, and maybe if you've got sound on your AR glasses, up to you, you hear bring, 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 and Pantone appears below that symbol.
Yo,
Hey,
dog,
Tom.
what's up?
Hello. I am calling to see a progress report. It's been nearly a day, and we wanted to make sure you were okay and what was going on.
Dog, we're inside, and like Blood Riot just sat on a guy because like he's got some like weird thing going on with his head, because like
Oh,
I think they like brainwashed him into like thinking like he's part of like entertainment, you know, like stream entertainment. They're all messed up, man.
There's people in boxes. Sweet just sort
Oh.
of like jumps in your ear. Like,
oh, jeez.
Well,
Yeah,
you guys can
you
do
have
conference
your-
calling
you have your
for
own.
sure.
You could just talk over. Okay.
the Sweet always does that.
Can you bring him back? I think the information we found said that if they could get therapy or drugs, that we could help them recover. Or maybe if you can grab
I mean, we
information.
could try.
uh,
But there's like a bunch of them in here,
Oh.
and like, don't we have other things to do in here first?
There's 6.
Yeah, we can't like.
6
We
people.
don't have like a bag of holding or something that we can put them in.
What's a bag of holding? I don't understand this.
Oh come on,
reference.
dude! You know what D&D is. Don't.
Uh,
Yes, you do.
Anyway,
satanic panic and everything.
I am an android, so I am probably about 3 years old.
Dude, Big D is an android too. What are you talking about? I play Traver like all the time, dog. Come on.
Okay, if you can, this is crazy, but yes, is there information you can collect? We can bring it to the public
Yeah.
and put apiary ink on the back fort. If we show
Yeah,
it out,
I'm like
they'll lose
taking pictures
support.
and filming everything.
Oh,
So like,
excellent.
yeah. Hey, dude, if you're an android, why do you sound like you're French or something? It doesn't, like,
Because
what made you choose French?
I felt like this was a good voice for me to have, and I look like a dragonfly, and it just fit the aesthetic. Thank you very much.
Huh. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna find some more like incriminating evidence, dog.
Excellent. If
Yeah.
you get as much as you can, we can. I think we've got some contacts that we can get this on the streams and in the news, ones that aren't controlled by apiary, and we can get them to have a loss of confidence with the people.
Cool. That sounds like a cool plan. We're definitely gonna do that. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What? Make sure to call us if anything bad happens so that we can try to figure out the plan, or feel free to.
And she'll send there's a little like envelope will appear, or a folder.
You can transfer any files that you find to this folder system. It's a shared folder, and if you get caught, try not to, throw us all under the bus.
What does a bus got to do with anything?
Anyway, have a good day. Click.
All right.
Click. What is that noise?
Oh my god, you can click on your AR. Oh my, you're a Luddite. Okay.
Kowboi, you could like upload some of that API stuff, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. I just need get into the system and upload it to the folder without getting tracked.
Yeah.
Yeah, the AGI
just
stuff.
wrestling this dude back into the container.
With
So,
the way
did
he
we
is,
resolve Dan, by the way? Like your friend Dan? Like, if
No.
we're gonna save anyone, we should probably save Dan.
Yeah, I think out of
I don't
everyone,
even know the dude. I just assumed that we would be helping him because he's your friend, dog.
So-
Blood Riot, I will say, this person is sort of static, though vibrating right now, so you can easily put them back in the sort of the box. You see their vitals sort of start to update and be accurate again, and they kind of just like pass out a little bit and remain there.
So if we're gonna save all of them, like we gotta make sure that they're like knocked out. We gotta get them to the cart. We gotta find some way to like get them out of here. A realistic story. We gotta like Weekend at Bernie's them or something.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
no.
for now, and in D3's absence, Sweet is just gonna like walk around the room with her glasses and just showing their current state and the
Mhm.
setup and all of that stuff before we
Absolutely.
do that, making sure that we've got all the evidence.
Absolutely. You do that, you get a good look at sort of the information on the back wall across from them, and you kind of see them talking about, or whomever the doctor is that's writing about them, talk about sort of how long they would expect this to last. And it seems like as long as they talk about repeated stimuli and about a week without repeated stimuli, return to normal, needed medical, and you actually, as you kind of walk around Sweet, you find a little bottle sort of on one of the side tables, and picking it up, it doesn't have a label on it, but you see a bunch of sort of capsule pills in there, and then there's some like notes on the side about medical intervention, so you're not sure what it is, but it is implied that this could be a medicine to help people, but it's not like it's still like experimental on it, and it's not 100% sure thing, but you do seem to have you can easily pick and pocket that if you'd like to add experimental mind control recovery pills.
Kowboi,
None
If
today.
you've got a friend that you want to get out of here, do you want to try giving Dan one of these and see if it works? And maybe we don't have to weekend at Bernie's him out?
I mean, anything will work. The guy's already kind of insane. So, I guess I'll take the vial of medicine that you handed, and I'll look to Blood Riot and be like, can you help me with getting him to drink this?
Yeah, you're okay with some of the rough stuff, right?
I mean, we have to do what we can.
We're helping.
Yeah,
We're helping.
We're helping him at
And
least.
it's your friend, so you can do the apologies later, but we're helping.
Mhm.
I'm gonna try and mimic what I just did with Game Show,
Mhm.
a host guy.
Well, you guys already have sort of the possibility of looping stats, so you can easily sort of open this door, flip the lock, and get in for Dan's sort of crazy writing room. And he'll kind of like turn and kind of see you.
Kowboi Frezh, have you seen the latest scoop I've created for the perfect sitcom? I've done it. It's going to be brilliant, and it will sell. And as you
And as he's talking, I'm gonna grab him and just pull him out.
Great. Give me, I'll say he's probably not fighting you as hard as the other guy was who was actively doing it. He won't want to leave his writing, so let's just say a DC 9, middle ground
Okay.
on your tough.
We just hear him say, "It's a show about nothing."
Yeah.
They sit and you watch their heart rate rise as they get so into the zone. It's all about the zone.
11.
11, perfect. So you kind of get him in a bear hug, making sure you can feel his arms trying to like write out his next sentence in whatever language he's switched to. But you got him in a good hug. You guys have the opportunity to give him some of the capsules. How many capsules do you think you would try to get him to eat?
I'll try to give him 2. It seems like this is like a Tylenol situation, extra strength, gotta give him 2. So,
All right,
I'm
we're
gonna-
gonna gamble with 2. So with Blood Riot kind of holding Dan, you can kind of easily get those into his mouth, and maybe there's a glass that you can fill with water that just kind of like forces him, and he'll sputter and water will come out a little bit, but you get it down, and he kind of just like keeps talking about his story, and he's trying to like get rid of all the distractions. And Blood Riot, you can feel his finger twitching on your leg as he seems to try to write out some next storyline that he's talking about before suddenly whatever is in the pills kicks in, and you feel him go completely slack as he passes out in your arms.
I'm gonna look at the pill bottle.
Holy
and be like,
shit. Did you kill him?
I don't know, but he's sleeping now.
Oh, weekend at Bernie's it is.
Yeah. All right, you guys have a passed out Dan now. You look back towards that black door that you came in, and you've got that hallway. It's completely secure now that you've removed sort of the security optics that were looking down, and you've got an easy out as long as you can distract the guards one more time. Or are we going to try to enter the extra secure wing? Now having seen this side of the offices.
I don't think it makes sense if we're carrying a comatose body with
Yeah.
us.
I think
Like, I
we
want to
gotta
go there, but
get
that's why I was
Dan
saying, like,
out.
we shouldn't do this now.
Like-
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you.
You could also leave him in Coom Studios and come grab him afterwards. It seems pretty secure.
I'm gonna put Dan in a sitting position on a chair. Get a hat so that it looks like, and maneuver him in a way that makes him like he's like sleeping on a job.
I mean, this is a studios. There's probably couches that people have slept on. There's a little kitchen area. There is probably there are the offices that people worked in. You can easily put him in a desk and get him to like look like he's fallen asleep on a desk. He's easy to do.
And then I'm gonna get a piece of paper and write, taking short nap, don't wake up.
All right, so you've kind of sequestered Dan into one of the offices. He seems to be subdued for now, so you don't need to worry about him trying to write everything, but you've left him out of the box and in one of the offices, and you have an opportunity to, as you peek through that curtain and look at the extra secure door, do something dangerous.
Okay, so we still need to distract the guards to get from point A to point B.
You do. They seem to mostly be back at their stations. There is a third guard in the hallway now kind of talking to them. And they seem to be discussing the ball.
Are there any like refrigerators or anything like that in like these offices, like little mini fridges or anything like that?
Yeah, it's a studio. They actually have a set of a kitchen that would be like where they do 3.5 Men. They've got a little kitchen studio with like an open thing so you can see it. And every like if you hit a line, that canned laughter starts to appear, and it's really annoying. But it does have a full kitchen setup that includes a refrigerator, functioning refrigerator.
Here's what I'm thinking. We like set up a little tray. Okay, we get some drinks. We put some drugs in. Maybe the stuff that you just found, or maybe whatever Blood Riot's got. And we just like send Josh out there, and it just says like compliments of Coom. And it's just like 2 nice fizzy drinks. Like if you're like, you know, working, just hanging around, standing there, don't you even want a fizzy drink, right? I'd want a fizzy drink.
I want a fizzy drink. That sounds refreshing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So we get 7 fizzy drinks, 4 for us that we don't put any drugs in, and 3 for them that we put some drugs in.
So when we say 4 for us, like, are you saying like you're going to get your own this time and not like take half of mine?
Yes, I will have my own.
But we shouldn't put the we shouldn't put the the drugs in the fizzy drinks. You know?
Yeah, good idea. We should do that. So, sweet of crack drinks.
Throw my drugs into this blend.
Sure.
And I want to set up like a little tray thing for Josh to carry, and then he's coming out of the Coom offices, right? Or the Coom. I'm saying Coom. Coom offices, and like, and so he can deliver.
Okay, and
it's got like the little like branded Coom Studios on it with a little note that says like, "Thank you for your hard work." Management.
I'm gonna say this is an extremely hard sort of bluff check, which would be a clever or a cool.
I get the cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and by bluff I mean BS. In this world, we call it bullshit.
Do you get anything extra from my drugs?
Well, no, not for convincing them to drink it. In fact, that no, that's supposed to be not seen, and unless you want to make that as part of the. Do you think that they are interested in drugs, and want to make it obvious that there is the option of drugs?
I think we're cool. We'll be fine.
Okay.
Well, I'm quite confident in this plan.
Okay.
I got this.
So
it's a cool test. I'm Coolio. It's right there in the title.
We're doing it.
And you've been rolling fire.
You are rolling fire. So this is a sort of a social matter test. The mood for the guards outside does appear to be sort of on the hostile side. They seem to be searching. They're looking at this holographic ball that they've disassembled and discussing it with a third guard. If you wanted to do bullshit, which is the stat that you guys are going to need to sort of create this, it's just a friendly thing, in this empty, coming from this studio that everybody that works here has already gone home for the day, that is 2d6 plus cool or clever, versus their clever, and they're going to be I presume Coolio is the lead on this one.
I got this.
You got this? All right, so this is going to be another 13 for this one.
Okay, so I would like to use prep.
Yep.
I haven't used any of my prep
Boost.
to get an extra
Absolutely.
boost on this. And I don't really think, in considering like I'm sending Josh out there to deliver it himself, and so like it looks like it's an automated thing. So even though everyone from this office has already left, we could easily say that someone was just being thoughtful and like having either the drone automate it, or somebody is like controlling the drone from,
okay, I like that sort of
their home.
angle from it.
Okay. And then
maybe you have a pre-recorded message to convey that, or you make pretend like it's a pre-recorded message.
Yeah, I think so. Okay. All right. Here we go.
Okay. Oh,
How many sixes are there? Come on. How
There are
many
2.
sixes?
oh my God! It's another.
Oh my
crit.
god.
Crazy. There's a total of 20.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
And it's a critical
Wow.
too. Oh my
2
god.
6s, a 5, and then I have a
Wow.
+3. Cool.
You guys,
Holy
sweet Blood
Game
Riot,
loves me.
Cowboy. This game really loves you. Sweet Cowboy,
It
Frezh,
does.
and Blood Riot. You guys watch a master at work as Coolio pulls like this white sheet off of one of the other sets and puts it over Josh, so it looks like a beautiful serving tray that's hovering above the ground. He sets the glasses perfectly and finds like in the executives the beautiful like Coom Studios card that he has at the perfect angle in the center of these glasses. And maybe there's 5 glasses just to make it seem like it is automated and you don't know the exact number. You put the exact, like you watch as Coolio eyeballs the guards, estimates their sort of body mass index to get the perfect amount of drugs, finds some Verd cola, so mixes it all up. You get the fuzzy drinks. You guys watch it all disintegrate. There's no trace left. And then you got a little holographic projector of maybe Cowboy Frezh pulled the image of the CEO of Coom Studios and has them projected going, from my house to yours, this is an automated service to help those in the Night Watch protect our goods. We appreciate your work and hope you enjoy a refreshing drink on us. As the sort of the door opens and you guys like hide behind the curtain to make sure it looks like it's automated, that it's just not anybody's actually here doing it. And you watch as Josh just hovers perfectly over Coolio with his like yellow digital visor appearing again with his fine tunements. And the guards like first appear to be shocked and startled. They grab towards their weapons, having already been jostled by this holographic distraction earlier. And then they get this message and they like, you see them talk. Oh yeah, it's never done it before, but yeah, I mean, that's him. That's the guy, right? And it's like, and they kind of grab the drinks and they cheers and they maybe grab a few extras, and you see them open the HVAC door and go, yeah, some drinks, some extras, here you go. And you watch as maybe another guy there grabs one of the extra drinks, and they chug them down, and you watch as over the course of 2 minutes, they all kind of start leaning against a bit of the wall and, and then they slowly start to slide down as they are knocked out by a mixture
Blood
of...
Riot says kind of wistfully, like, this is when it starts to get good.
And you see them like dopey smiles on their face as they're seeing this world, as they're like almost passed out of some sort of opium dreams appear. And that is where we will end for the night, as there is an opportunity to enter a metal door, and we will do that next week.
Sneaky, sneaky,
All right.
sneaky.
Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Jeff,
Hell yes.
what's going on?
Yo. Well, that's a great question. But before I tell you that, I got to throw it to Maitre so she can tell us where we can find her on the internet and what she does.
I am multi-place games on YouTube where I make system agnostic or multi-system dividend content centering the gym placements that you should check out if you feel like checking out.
And you know what? Even if you don't feel like checking it out, you should check it out. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
Definitely.
Just
She's
do
too
it.
nice to say it. I'm not. As for our streaming schedule, next up we got Thursday where we were playing through some Legend of the Mist. Friday this week is a Magnus Archives night. Saturday we got Call of Cthulhu, where I just shot myself in the chest. Wait a second, because I shot Long's character, and I'm playing. All right, it's really confusing.
see.
Yeah.
I'm very
Monday, I'm
upset
hoping to get back-
that like the joke I made didn't I don't know if it made it onto stream because I made a joke about how it was a price I was willing to pay, a Patrick price I was willing to pay.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Oh dear.
Wow.
Oh dear.
That would
That's-
require a sanity test.
Well, luckily she's
Yeah.
remade the joke in a game where her character can't get hit by a sanity test.
Yeah. There you go.
Yep.
So yeah, Saturday, Call of Cthulhu. Monday, maybe Somewhere in Danger. We'll see. Tuesday, we'll be back for this. And obviously, I would be remiss not to mention our dear friend Steven has been making a game called Huckleberry. It is a Weird West action horror RPG that is coming to backer kit very soon. So you should.
2 weeks.
Was it like a week from Tuesday? I think. 2 weeks from today.
yeah.
Yeah, 2 weeks from today.
That's a
Yeah.
seven.
I forgot what day it was. For some reason, I thought today was Thursday. I don't know.
Tuesday.
Like my mind just.
Week from Tuesday.
Stop
Do you mean
working. 2
today?
weeks from today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
today.
So you should go follow and you should back and you should make Steven happy because when he's happy, the rest of us are happy. And when he's not happy, I mean, the rest of us are usually pretty happy anyway. But it's cool to have him join in. But that's it for us. Mostly we had a couple raids tonight. Do you remember them?
We had Dead Aussie Gamers and Matt and Hat. Thank
Hey,
you
thanks
to
for the
both of
raid.
you.
Okay. Phenomenal. All right, we're going to pay that raid forward. We're going to raid over to Happy Jack's RPG for Great Ocean Night. We'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.
Game all. Thanks for watching.
Bye.